Well, it sounds like I need to get started on this build then. How y'all doing today? And I apologize for how often I look up away from the camera. Hey, how you doing, Two Nibbles? Creeper Almond? 7:33 for you. I mean, it's that for me. So we're pretty close. Yeah, we're in the same time zone. Oh, nice, nice. It's not often I see a lot of people in the same time zone I am. Yeah, more often than not, I'm with overseas. Nice, nice. I just got off of work. So yesterday, we got most of the way through the arms. Got the shoulders to do today. School, ugh. I'm so glad I ain't got to worry about school. I'm 20 years out of school. Yep, MG. Yep. Got an MG F91 being built. I've even got the light for it. I do have the head built, but it was rather fragile. I honestly, I'm still working on mastering techniques myself, but this being my first master grade, I want to get it built so that when I get better at painting, I can paint it, and do it upright. No school today for you, Lively? Nice. You just, oh, nice. My next most difficult build that I've done, Nibbles, was a real grade Destiny. It was a nice build. I actually really enjoyed it, but the back is so heavy that it is hard to get to stay upright. I like it though. You almost have to lean this one forward, or throw the arms forward to get it to stay upright. That stay, yeah. An Asimar? You're gonna have to tell me how that came out, because I've thought about getting one of those. How is it so far? Yeah, I think God, I don't even know how many kits I've done. Yeah, is it fully transformable or just partially transformable? I mean, it transforms. Oh, nice. So this, do you have a nub bowl or jar? That's my nub bowl. Yeah, my nub bowl's getting pretty full. I'm gonna have to change it over to a jar soon. Yeah, it's getting up there in size. Alright, well, I left off after finishing the arms yesterday, and now it's on to the shoulders. So let's, starting on the right shoulder, it looks like, and it's gonna be, gonna start on one of the D2s. We will take this one. Alright, well, me personally, yeah, no, I get you, Lively. Me personally, I use a display file instead of the gun primer. It doesn't get it down entirely either, but I also have to clean mine because it's not the dots that the gun primer one is. Yeah, the display file, it's nice. I like it. But I'll probably also get a gun primer razor, just so I can compare them. I'm actually in the process of learning how to airbrush. Practicing on a bunch of entry grades. That's gonna be fun. Nice. It works real well. Alright. Well, let's get this started so we can get some pieces on. I do need to get a single blade nipper. Still. That's my next big purchase. It does work well. How do I get that extra sliver of nub off? With a judicious application of a razor blade. Get in there, part, and slowly nub it off. And then take a piece of fine grit sandpaper and The trick I've learned is to pull up and away. You know? And if it gets down to where you're level, just scrub it across the surface. You know, like, do that to see if you can get it instead of... I mean, I've cut myself several times now. I mean, can't get worse than having a garden rake go through your foot. And remember to change directions. Like, no, you know, like, sliver some off one way, then turn it and sliver some off the opposite way. Instead of just trying to take it all off in one direction. Alright, so we're looking at D238 going on to D248. Yeah, no, it's not. That's definitely worse, Lively. That's definitely worse. And what did you get up to that happened? Or was that your dad? There's a story there, and I'm terrified to find it out. Hanging on for dear life. Whew. I bet. Wish you got it up. That'd have been World Star material for sure. The Revenge of the Trees. All right. All right, so D252 is going to go into the top of that loop. Hey, thank you for the follow. How'd it do? And that gate's a little big. You can't judge off the first piece. It seems to work. Yeah, it's a lot of it's just patience. You know? Especially when you get up to master grades and eventually perfect grades. A lot of it's patience and being willing to take your time. There is no rushing it if you want great results. The more you rush it, the worse off the kit looks. Like, some people would tell me I'm going too fast for this one. Alright, so if y'all hear it, so those of you who are on my Discord, if you hear about Lively being in the hospital, you'll know why. Come on. I do need to get a different blade than my on my knife though. This is a number 11, and I'd like something with a little less aggressive angle for doing this, because this super aggressive angle, while it's good for getting into corners, it's not so good for applying heavy pressure. Like on on a bigger gate, trying to do that, it feels like I'm gonna break the blade. So I need to get a less aggressive blade for my razor. I mean, at least you acknowledge it, Lively. I know plenty of people who are complete dumbasses and don't understand that fact. Yeah, a guy I work with. Oh, you drove with the van for the first time yesterday? Guy I work with loves saying, "Oh my God." We've taken to saying yes every time he does. You hate driving the van. I mean, I don't mind driving vans, but then again, I've gotten one up to 140 miles an hour before, so... I never said I don't do the stupid things too. So I like this model. I really like this model so far. Probably my favorite thing about it so far, other than the fact that it's going to light up, the cockpit opens up. It's just a little door, but it opens up. And there is actually a pilot in the cockpit in there. That's the nicest. That's probably my favorite feature of Master Grade so far. An automatic parking brake. You're not wrong. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that, 100%. Who the fuck has an automatic parking brake? I mean, I can understand if it only kicks in when you put it in park, but if it kicks in when, at other times, that's stupid. Yeah, it is cool. Look, stay in my hand. Stay in my hand, you freaking piece of plastic. And now we just, okay, nope. It does go like that. Apparently I accidentally folded it the way it needed to be. And then D2 32. That'll be right here. And then D2 31. But I need to get 32 off first because that's where the that's where everything attaches to. Yeah. And probably my Nibbles, if you're still here, probably my favorite part of the master grade so far is that, much like I hear the perfect grades do, you build, for the most part, you build a skeleton followed by putting the armor on. Yeah, oh no, I hear you. That's probably my favorite part of the master grades so far, is you build a skeleton and put the armor on it. So, like, also, yeah, also, the thumb moves independently. Now there are exceptions, like the forearms here, it is mostly one big piece. But, also, this is one of my favorite things, and I don't see it often enough in kits. The arms are asymmetrical. The arms are asymmetrical, and that's such a nice thing. It's very rarely I see a kit with with asymmetrical arms. They like to make them the same. Oh, dang it! That's happened now twice to me. But like the shield, what will end up holding the shield, the energy shield, folds out from the arm. That is a very, very, very delicate section, though. Definitely not something you want to mess with just to mess with. And I keep wanting to mess with it. But it's like, even in sections like that, where there's no reason it needs to be that super detailed. I mean, it's super detailed in there. It's just fantastic. Like, you've got a PG kit hanging around? Oh, man, you're lucky. You're lucky. Those things are expensive. The cockpit. When I was building it, the cockpit in here, it was, you put the pilot in, and then the console in front of him goes in to hold the kit. And then you close, and then you put the rest of the cockpit together. And it forms the base of the waist movement there. Yeah, it's real neat. I really like this one. I'm really going to enjoy customizing it. I can't wait to get to the customization part. Like, even though this is the interior of the freaking shoulder, look at that. If it'll focus, come on. Look at how much detail there is on the inside of the shoulder pad. And this is the skeleton of the shoulder. I'm really enjoying this one. This is my first master grade. You gotta get up. Lively, most people consider if you're up and talking to people, you're up. Holy cow. I wish I had money to get kits like that and keep them around, man. I buy a kit, and within a week or two, I'm building it because I get the itch. You know, I wish I could build up a backlog like that. I'd be streaming building Gunpla every day. As it is, I mostly stream games. I only stream Gunpla when I have one kit or two that I've got backlogged. This one I've been waiting to do for a while. I got this kit a month ago, and I held on to it for as long as possible, you know, to build up my excitement for it. I wish I could afford perfect grades. I'll get a perfect grade, I'll get a perfect grade at some point. I don't know if I'll ever customize it though. They're expensive. You know, if I'm gonna customize a perfect grade, it's gonna be the second one I build. Come on over, I can eat. All right, so that is the outside of the shoulder, right there, of the right shoulder. B26. So many freaking... All right, and now we're getting into the white pieces for it now. But first we need D249. One more D2 piece off of this one. Bacon? Bacon. You want me to eat bacon on stream? All right. Bacon. You got every Zaku. You got a Psycho Zaku waiting around? It's bacon flavored gummy. It's a bacon flavored gummy. You better be careful with that, Nibbles. If Koji comes around and sees that, he might raid your house. The Psycho Zaku is the only Zaku that Koji is like legitimately. He would sell a kidney to get. I've also got hot dog flavored gummies. Oh, now, Nibbles, that makes me jealous. That makes me jealous. That's one of the ones I want. People will do weird things, Gladian. Legitimately. People will do the weirdest things. All you have to do is look at Florida to tell that. No offense to anyone who lives in Florida, but the news coming out of there on the regular is wild. Yeah. No, what you do is do like I did. Buy you half a dozen or more entry grade RX 78 2 kits and speed build them live. Put them together as fast as you can. Time yourself to see how fast you can assemble it. You could do like one of my other viewers keeps telling me to do. I should get a master grade Sazabi Verka and speed building. That's a $80 kit. Good speed building. I've had multiple people tell me I almost bought one, recently, and and only the fact that if I actually had it in the house, they would be screaming at me to speed build it. The few people who wanted me to kept me from getting it. Instead, I got an airbrush. When you get them all built, you should set up a diorama of them flying down to what looks like an asteroid or to the planet. That's the fun part. Building dioramas like that. What? The Sazabi Verka Master Grade? It's $92 after tax. Oh yeah. Now the best thing to do would be do the massive Zaku army and just with its back to the camera, an RX 78 posed, and caption, "Yeah, I got this." B22 and B23. So this is laying like this. This is here. Let me lay this out on the desk. You won't buy it, Grandpa? I've got so many entry grade grandpas, it's not even funny. I'm thinking I'm gonna buy 5 or 6 more soon for another speed run, session of them. My current best time, I think, is... Oh, speaking of gun cannon, I actually have, I have the production model gun cannon. Complete with, telescoping barrels. They tilt up. It's a beefy little chunky boy. But, I mean, this is it compared to a grandpa. An entry grade grandpa. It's a chunky boy. But when I was building it, I had the pegs break off in the shoulder. Holding it together. This whole shoulder's glued together. I can't, if I need to take it apart, it's coming off like that. It's not coming off. It's not separating. It'll move, but it'll move. But this piece it's been glued together. So this one's gonna get customized. It's gonna be my first experiment in damaging and weathering. I'm gonna simulate a mine blowing up and taking out chunks out of this side, and then it getting hastily repaired in the field with just rough plate. You know, give it that field repair look. It's going to be fun, but I'm waiting until my skills get a little better before I actually start hacking at it. Alright, and then B26. And I'm thinking I'm also going to paint it camo. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna, what I've done is I've bought entry grade grandpas for the purpose of practicing techniques. Because you can get them for like $12, $13, and they go together in 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes at worst. So they go together really easily, you don't need any tools, and they're entry grades. You can beat them up, mess them up, and nobody cares. I mean, on my Instagram, I use a couple of my grandpas as the RX-78 squad for assembling models on Instagram. If you go onto my Insta and look at my pictures, I've used them as kind of the assembly workers for building models. Alright, I've got all the pieces laid out. Time to clean them up. I mean, honestly, what I want to do is I want to get a couple of the entry grade new Gundams. Because those are a little more fancy, while still being entry grade and perfect for abusable, destructible, builds on the cheap. Like high grades to me are those are the ones for the big builds. For one-off destructibles, if there's an entry grade for it, I'm gonna grab that first, because if I'm gonna beat up half of it, why spend $50 on it? Why spend $40 on it? If I can get it for $10, I'm going to. Mind you, there's a super limited number of them, of entry grades. So, I think 3 entry grades right now. So, that's not super useful, but that's why I keep buying the grandpas. I've almost got the build for them memorized. I don't even have to look at the sheet anymore. Like right there is a spot I'm gonna break out my homemade sanding stick. Just a piece of 600 grit paper stuck to a painting board. Okay, that's super fragile. I should have known that was about to happen. It was only being held together by one spot. Should have known that was about to happen. Yes. Yes, the Zaku's, that's the whole point of them being Zaku's, is they're literally designed to be almost in the parts interchangeable, Like you get, model. You get with a lot of them, you get multiple variants of the head, with one of them specifically being a command variant. Like they make, they make them so that they're literally interchangeable parts. That was the whole point of the Zaku design in Gundam. Is it was a mass-produced common, design that they produced parts by the thousands for. So if one got broken, they had replacements in stock. That's why it was such a successful Mook suit. Better than the Leo by a mile. Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait until you build your first Leo. You'll hate the ankles. The Leo has the worst ankles of any Gundam I've done, of any Gunpla I've done so far. From Wing, hands down worst ankles. At least as far as cosmetics goes. It's much like the GNX where much like the GNX's wrists, the Leo's ankle protection just turns into a freaking bracelet. Kind of annoying, honestly. I mean, they're good for a nice quick build, but they're not, but they're definitely, it's a dated kit, a very dated kit. I'll say that. It's an old kit that hasn't gotten an update yet. And it probably won't anytime soon. Hey, you got a shelter. Nice. So, Nibbles, I don't know if you paid attention to the stuff going on in stream avatars there, but you can customize your avatar via winning them in battle. And you just won a shelter. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Looks like a battle royale happened, and you were, and when battle royales happen, everyone that's on screen participates. Alright, and that is the, left shoulders. It's ready for the next step. B24. When you finally get around to doing master grades, I'll say this. The head has a lot of really, really small pieces. See that little, what's supposed to be the camera up near the top in the Mohawk? That's a tiny little piece of clear plastic. That's about that big. and you've got to fit it into a tiny groove. Oh, let me know how that Eva Suit 101 does. I saw it and I was considering getting it. Because I did enjoy Evangelion back in the day. It's been a few years since I watched it though. I have a few people tell me that they suggest going straight to master grades because the bigger kits are easier to work on. Everyone does. Everyone does. But that series has a lot of weird stuff going on. Like, I might get demonetized if we talk about some of the more troublesome aspects of that show. That show will give people traumas. That's for sure. G28. I mean, I think I was 14 when I watched End of Evangelion. You know, the GNR near the end. I mean, there's a reason that show's nickname was Trauma, the TV show. And Misato leading on Shinji constantly, even in the main series. End of Evangelion. End of Evangelion was how to put it. End of Evangelion was the author and artist saying, "You didn't think the ending was dark enough? Fine." You know, because the whole thing, he was going through major depression, suicidal thoughts, all sorts of real messed up stuff at the time. Yeah, no, and from what I hear, Rebuild's a lot more enjoyable to watch. But, you know, I just don't know anymore. B28. Oh boy, that's a piece that's gonna get lost. Hey, Annie, how you doing? How's school today? Oh wait, school's out. That's right. Put you. All right. There's my mouse. There's my mouse. And yes, there is a box there. We just keep it invisible. Starts at 8:15. Yeah. End of Evangelion, how to put exactly how effed up End of Evangelion is without going into a lot of detail. It starts off by borderline being porn. That's Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, no, it's Veterans Day. That's the best. Yesterday was... Today is senior picture day. I'm so sorry. Good luck, though, at it. Senior picture day was never my... Now, why am I getting notifications about it today? Friday, November 11th. Veterans Day is today. You managed to avoid them? You lucky dog. Sounds to me like what you've got coming, what you've got happening, Annie, is they're having you come in to take pictures and then you'll get to go home. That doesn't surprise me. Well, fair enough, yeah. I mean, it was a little easy for me if I really wanted to. I mean, all I had to do was say the T-Rexes kept me from getting to school. What's your quote gonna be? Oh God, please tell me you're not gonna use something I said for a quote. Please don't do that. That's a good way for you to get in trouble at school. I don't even know what you'd quote from me. No, that's actually a really good one. That's actually a really good one, Annie. That's a really good one, actually. Egg, one of the most popular types of child to eat. Nice! Gladian getting the legendary! Yeah. There's literally only one of those in the rotation. And you got it. That is a chunky freaking gate. That is a super chunky gate there. Why is that gate so big? That's better. I think that was even one of the ones you didn't have. All of the Gen 1s that you only get by trade evolution are in the legendary class. I mean, to be fair, it's my champ. He is a Giga champ. And so that's what the roughly what the arm is going to look like when it's assembled onto the give you a quote. um I honestly don't know. You put me on the spot, my brain just blanked out. Let's go with the traditional stupid one. Don't do math. Stay in math. I don't know what else to throw out. You caught me off guard there. Alright. I suggest you use one from a Discord server. Alright. These two can be put aside because we are going to the other shoulder. Absolute power leads to more power. No. Let's go with the classic Edward. Let's go with Edward. That's your quote, Edward. Said Edward. If Sai's around, he knows exactly what I'm doing. And he's probably also ready to come in here and smack me for that one. I can hear, I just got like 9 notifications in a row. Somebody's messaging the bejesus out of me. Four! Track 5. I mean, I'll be honest, the most quotable thing I've ever said was, yep, we found the clam sauce. There's a clip of me, and shortly after I became, back in the day, it was like a month or two after I started. I did I was doing this things called mystery bottles, and my roommate Sai, I gave him permission to fill them. Well, fill them with, liquids that I wouldn't know, what they were. He put clam juice in one of them. And there is a clip on my Discord, possibly on my Twitch, of me throwing it back and then nearly vomiting. It was exceedingly painful. I still give him shit over that. Alright, let's get these pieces cleaned up and then get them assembled. You are almost broken off already. So how's that Asamar coming along? You're on the legs now, everything else is done. I think I remember the legs being the most complicated part of that build, isn't it? They fold up and do wacky things, if I remember correctly. I heard it hit the ground. Where is my flashlight? Maybe not maybe not the full round. Yeah. Found it. Ironically, I went straight to it in the first try. You're also working? Yeah, I understand that part. It's a great feeling to be able to work on models at work, though, ain't it? You work from home and it's overnight, so yeah. No, I understand that. Koji does something similar. He'll work on models at work, you know, sometimes. In fact, it's a little weird he's not here yet. Yeah, but like probably one of my one of the builds I've enjoyed, but hate posing. I have a Barbatos. It was a delight to build, but it is just so wiggly, you know, so to speak. I didn't try to do that. But like, this thing's an absolute unit, but the freaking waist is basically glass. Like, you saw that just then. I barely touched it. Like, this is a high grade. That's a high grade. Look at the size difference in them. The Barbados is this is the lupus specifically. It is a absolute unit. It is huge for a high grade. I think it's like, not including weapon, it is just shy of 6 inches. Most high grades are right around 5. Hey, Two Nibbles got a Raichu. Nice. Nibbles is on a freaking winning streak today. I'm a little surprised Soup isn't here. I haven't been forced to drink an entire Gatorade bottle of water yet. That's how I know Soup's not here. And now Gladian's gonna do it since I said something. Yep. Alright, let me snap this in and I'll do it. Where is it? There it is. Woo! I mean, I actually found out I'm less than 100 gigabytes from filling up my hard drive. So I'm going to be placing an order for one on Tuesday for an external, so I'll be able to continue uploading videos to YouTube. Even if it is just the VODs. Yeah, how I managed to fill up an entire 1 terabyte hard drive, I don't know. The launcher is not launching it anymore. Ticking me off. I can't get it to launch. Like, legitimately. It starts launching, gets all the way to the point it would close the launcher window and boot up the game window. And then I get an error message. Error, Minecraft can't launch. I've repaired my installation of Minecraft. I've repaired my installation of the launcher. I've repaired the mod pack. It's not working. So, until I can get it working, the mod pack series is dead. I'm gonna be working on finding another series to do on YouTube. I just got to get that hard drive first, or I'm gonna run out of space. An episode takes up about 1.5 gigs when I'm working on it. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it is when you've got 8 or 9 of them, sitting in a folder, and you're just adding more to it. Especially because that gig isn't counting raw footage. The raw footage is another 0.5 gigabyte or more. Sometime, It's a lot of, it takes up a lot of space. But there'll be another series coming. Don't worry about that. Might not be Minecraft. Might be something else. Might do, I don't know what else I might do yet. Might break out an RPG and play through it for YouTube. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll time lapse 10 hours of Marbles footage and put it on YouTube. Sped up. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Gladian? You would like 100 hours of Marvel sped up, wouldn't you? Have you ever seen Marbles on stream, Nibbles? It's a fun game, but it's definitely a community game. You know, it's the kind of thing you play on stream. There are, I wouldn't do 100 hours. I'd do like 10 hours. Just setting up a Grand Prix after Grand Prix with spectators. And then time lapse it. Set it to some techno or something. Did you just try to Jesse me? You wouldn't get that reference, I don't think. Oh, nice. I mean, Gladian, there's a reason when I do marbles, I only do it one day a week because I do get tired of it. I enjoy it, but it's the kind of thing you either gotta go whole hog in on it or you've got to pace yourself. You don't half-ass marbles. Oh, nice. I like to tune into a guy called the Main Dad for, sometimes at work and just vibe out and just, hang out in his chat while, and not saying anything at work. Because he's always got good music on when they're playing Marvels. Usually a live DJ. There are some fantastic marble streamers out there, I will say that. And the people that build those tracks, they are just absolutely insane. I could not do that. I mean, it's not that it's difficult. Uh-oh. Hard difficulty rate, boss. Are you gonna Are you gonna do it, Gladian? Don't even say you can't. Soup did one by himself. I mean, the hard one has a better chance of getting a legendary. I mean, probably, but you'll have fun. G-Max Charizard. Always a riot. I don't think you guys have beaten that one yet, have you? And then we need a helping of this. And both of these. I have to say, probably my least favorite thing about Gunpla: flying pieces. Flying pieces are the worst. They just want, you nip them and they just go. Transient Gundam Glacier? Yeah, I don't think I've heard that one. I'm gonna have to look that up now. Oh, I went too deep on that one. That's gonna bug me now. Went a little too deep there. Huh. There are so many Gundam products that it's hard to know which ones. Hello, Mattis. It has been a while. You doing all right? At this point, I forget. At this point, I'm not entirely sure anymore either. But I'm also not in the habit of unbanning people at a whim. So, I've been busy. You know, I've missed a few streams recently because of work. Yeah, it was back when we had the first realm. I think it was Dragon Egg related. I had plans to do the to go fight the dragon as a server live on stream, and then we logged on only to find out the dragon was already dead. And it just kind of snowballed from there. NPC Bot 5 is giving you stress, ain't it, Gladian? Fighting that G-Max Charizard. We don't know who killed it. You know? But but I think the whole fighting thing happened because of the egg. You know? The whole fighting thing happened because of the egg. That was where all the drama happened, was the egg. Cause it, ooh, rip. Cause it had been put on display and then suddenly went missing from the display. Welcome back, Annie. How'd the pictures go? You have your quote? You're not even in school yet? What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. It's I went live at 8:30. It's been an hour and a half. So it's almost 9. For me. Oh yeah, it's almost 8 for you. That's right. Time differences. Yeah, 3:55, huh? Oh no, another boss! Yeah, I mean, transitioning to a single Earth standard time, that's a bit of a hit and miss idea. I mean, although to be fair, the current standard we're using is because of farming, so it's not entirely great itself. And that right there, Nibbles, is my big problem with this kit. The head is super freaking fragile and nothing wants to stay put. The V-fin does not want to stay put. The flaps on the transformable head don't stay put. That's my only beef with this kit. What's up, Annie? You're going against God. Yep, that happens sometimes. You're not wrong, we do. You're not wrong, we do already do an Earth Standard Time. The whole reason we do it with those extra steps is because the way we measure time is based on the rotation of the Earth. And, well, technically we measure. Alright, Gladys, see ya. Technically we measure time one time and adjust it by a number of hours depending on where you are in the planet. That's technically how we measure it. Oh, Annie, you weren't here for it. I've got bacon flavored candy. And hot dog flavored gummies. And you guys can actually in the channel points make me eat them. That's a today only thing. I mean, to be fair, that was $2. A pack of bacon's $8. You're not wrong, Nibbles. I'm not sure exactly how the space station determines time on the station. I'd have to look into that. But that is the upper body completely done. I mean, the same mechanic we use for measuring time on the station will be what we use to measure time on the moon currently. The thing is, we measure our time based on the moon's rotation around the Earth. As a basis of how we measure time. So I don't know how they plan on doing that for the moon. But that is the torso. Let me just turn down the light a little bit. Yeah. Oh no, that one, that one did not have rewards. Alright, so let me just drop, Gladian, roll 5. Roll 5, Gladian. Number 3, alright. That should have done it. Did I spell it wrong? That should have given it. What? Oh, shit. That'll do it. I know I have used this. Oh. Give me just a moment, Gladian. There it is. All right, and where is my mouse? There it is. I was saying give instead of gift. My bad. I'm taking a piece of bacon. I mean, it was an uncommon box. Time to start the legs. D1, here we go. There are 2 D1s. Where's my other one? A down here, I think. Which one? The one you're on? The Asamar? I mean, you know, take your time on it. You know, like I said, Patience makes great kits. She changed to the Metapod. No, I understand that. I understand that. If I could build only on the clock, I would, but I work a heavy labor job. Yeah, my day job is, well, my night job is a overnight stalker. You know, at a grocery store, and I move a lot of water and other heavy things. It's not too bad though. At least I get, you know, don't have to leave to go somewhere to eat. Now, if only I was eating something other than instant noodles. Despite reality. I wish I could just be a professional beet booper. This is about the closest I get to being one. Being a professional shitbird on YouTube. I mean, I would be interested in learning 100% organic boots. It's always not nice to hear about the 100% organic. Nice. All right, and then that's another thing I like about these. They're freaking mechanical action. The freaking piston actually moves. D121. You started in customer service? I did 20 years in fast food. It was not fun. Oh, nice. I will admit to my day, and this is my shame, I did get my GED instead of graduating. I can't write a paper to save my life. The senior project screwed me up bad. Huh. Fair enough, fair enough. That right there is a neat little piece. It actually actuates a piston as it moves. That's neat. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I know they really do know their niche. Apparently, the perfect grades, especially the unleashed, they've got so much little technical detail hidden away in the corners that that it's just that they're just a delight to work on. I've had some people tell me they like to, they took the armor off of one of their perfect grades and just left it sitting like that for a week to admire the internal structure. Alright, and then B9. Hold on. Let's see. Alright, and that is a full nub removed. You know, I find even if one technique, I never pick one over all the others. I've usually got 3 or 4 different ones I'm working with. Like, yeah, I've got the disc base iron. Yeah, I've got a razor blade. Yeah, I've got my sandpaper. Lots of sandpaper, all the way up to 2500 grit. But but I don't rely on only one. That's the biggest thing I find, is that you need to adjust, pick your method of cleaning up that works best for the piece size you're working with. Like if it's a piece that's going to be covered up completely, and I know that ahead of time, who cares if there's a nub mark? Other than perfectionists that don't want nub marks anywhere. Which those do exist. If it's a frame part that's not going to be seen, I'm less worried about nub marks than I probably should be. But the armor parts, I'm usually a little more worried about them. Yeah, actually, that's, nub marks and damage is exactly why you keep your runners. Because you can cut up the runners into little pieces and use a little, Mr. Cement. Since it's polystyrene, it'll melt down into some Mr. Cement, and you can use it, you can paint it on to fill in damage marks. And that comes in handy. That's come in handy a couple times, yeah. Sprue glue, basically. I don't like how loose that is. That's a good example of a spot that's probably going to get some glue. Yeah. Do like that. That's so neat. So nice that they did that. And I need to make a second one of those. I think, let's see. Yep. I need to go ahead and make a second one of those because that is 1 foot. And then we'll be going on to the next foot. This is the one we've worked off of. No. Yes. Alright. Well, I need to take a quick break to run to the bathroom, but I'll be right back in just a minute, alright? Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I've literally got freaking boxes of runners with the freaking kit instructions taped to them so that I can say if I damage one in the future and I need to fix it, I know which runners went with it. Oh, wait, oh, y'all are fighting the rat. I didn't even know you guys had a boss fight going. I mean, the rat's not one of the bad ones, is it? You do the rat. It's like the 4th time you fought the rat, Gladian? Not today, but overall. I will probably be working on this tomorrow also. I want to get the base build of this done before next Friday. Because I will be, as I mentioned yesterday on stream, I will be playing, I do have Pokemon Scarlet pre-ordered. And I will be playing it for stream. Because a new Pokemon game hits me right in the nostalgia. In fact, one of those messages I keep hearing on my phone is probably the email about the auto payment going through. So my pre-order will download right on time. That's why it was acting wacky. Oh. Okay. I made a mistake back here. Actually, can we leave that on? I made a mistake all the way back here. Whoops. Let me just use my spudger. Caught it. Come on out. Nothing broke. Good. There we go. And that just goes right back on there. There we go. And yeah, these are very loose fitting, I must say. If there's something that'll get glued in the future, that is definitely it. Alright, and we'll just that in there. There on there. That is such a tight fit. Which is good. It means legs, feet are gonna be nice and solid. Oh, time to jump, huh? You weren't paying. You lost. You weren't paying attention. Oh no. Why is my frame rate just tanked there for a moment? I apologize about that if anyone got lagged out. Saw it turn red there for a minute. Try it again. Try jumping again. Should now. Yeah, Spectrum is only a MIDI at best for yeah. Spectrum's mid-tier at best for internet. I mean, the rat has rewards, but we also... I really need to go in and make sure they're all rewarded up again. Alright. I have to say though, I think probably one of the things I'm proud to have the most of in Gunpla, it's a sheet of red polycaps. As far as me or Sage or Exemplar could figure out, there are only like 4 kits that use red polycaps, and I got one and I ordered and did one completely by accident. They're neat. They're an oddity. There's not many kits that use them, so it's kind of neat that I have them. I think that might actually be even rare. Those red polycaps, I want to say that was... I want to say that was my Destiny Gundam, but I can't remember exactly. It was either the Destiny or the Unicorn. My reds were either my Destiny or my Unicorn, and I can't remember which one. I do have a Unicorn, to my great shame. Kidding. It was actually a delight to build, but it's currently disassembled in prep for paint work. I have the high grade destroy mode. I want to get a real grade or a master grade one, but I don't know which one I want. And I'm kind of leery of getting one after the whole debacle of the PG Unicorn. How they kind of went a little trolly on the add-ons for it. The perfectibility. That kind of soured me on wanting to get another Unicorn kit. It's a whole thing, and I try to not get into it, dwell on it. And I do a good job. This is the first time I've mentioned it in months. Zaku's your waifu? I am considering picking up I'm gonna hold back deciding which, because the truth of the matter, in the original Mobile Suit Gundam, both sides were the bad guy. They both exploited civilians for their own gain. Both sides were the bad guy. Just depending on what perspective you take, both of one was less bad than the other. I mean, I don't know. Dropping a colony on the planet's not exactly something the hero would do, is it? Now, what I will say is Char Ansible is a shitbird, and he really needed his shit punched in a lot sooner. He should not have been given command as much as he was. He might be a good pilot, but a good pilot doesn't make a great leader. Same reason Amuro never wanted to freaking be a leader, just a pilot. I mean, forget just his face. You know, forget just his face. You know, I'm pretty sure most of the people he's worked under would just freaking just turn his face into road pizza if they had a chance. He burned a lot of bridges over the course of the series. I don't think I've ever met a Zabby fanboy. Congratulations, you might be one of the few. I'll be honest, I have more respect for the ground pounders of Xeon than I do the leadership. Rambaral was a great man. He had not deserved what got done to him. But war is hell, and everyone, yeah. I can't believe they gave him a second chance. You know, I mean, he turned turncoat once at the end of the freaking war. What made him think they weren't good? He wasn't going to do it again. If there's one character in Gundam that I can legitimately say I would like to see swing, it'd be Char. His sister's good looking though. Char should have been left in a freaking cell in the middle of nowhere, and left to rot. He should not have been given the opportunity to talk to people and convince them of his ideals. Absolutely not. It makes him as bad as the Barton Foundation from Wing. Alright, there we go. I do like the color centerfold for this. Gives you the if you want painted, it gives you the color specs for it. Gives you the color specs for painting it and for painting the pilot. Even shows off the weaponry and stuff like that. E126. How you doing, Si? What'd you do? What you doing this time? Trying to freaking get me. Just wanted to wake me up, huh? Oh, boom! Your time skipping. What? Oh. Yes, I really did just use my airbrush to freaking blow dust off. Comes in handy having air on demand that's not canned air. Oh yeah, no, I heard that people are liking it. I give it a week before they start complaining because they decide to go bug hunting. I went looking for problems in the game, and now I'm upset because I found them. Yep, the internet, man. And people, yeah, no. And people wonder why there's still people playing the original Mario. Super Mario on the NES all these years later. It's because nobody cared about bugs back then. They were features. Because they couldn't be patched out. That's the biggest downside to the modern trends in gaming. The whole being able to patch the game after release. That's the biggest flaw in it because it makes it so that people don't appreciate how the game is as much. They just want to change it. And I sound like an old man saying that, but it's true. Yeah. De Nouveau, give it a week, De Nouveau will be beat. And it's happened several times already. You know, something that was protected by De Nouveau got released, and a week later they freaking, they cracked it. What makes it harder for them to crack is the fact that I believe it's that the game is server based to some degree. Meaning they can't a cracked copy won't be able to access the servers. Won't be able to access the world servers. That's the real way you keep people from playing from pirating your game. Make it so so the game needs a valid user key to access the freaking server. Hot dog. Gummy hot dog. Turkey specifically, that is a weird taste. It is really weird. It's a turkey flavored hot dog gummy. I mean, it's not perfect, but like older MMOs, like, or you know, the early days of World of Warcraft, the only reason there were third-party servers early on was because people paid Blizzard for for a server package that then got leaked and went public. So people were able to make their own third-party servers. And then I think Blizzard finally said F it and just released the software, the server software. But I digress. You can't log on to the official Blizzard World of Warcraft servers with a pirated client. You can only log on to third-party servers with a pirated client. So you can't, so because you can't log on to the official servers, you're not getting access to the most recent patches, you're not getting access to the most recent content, and a lot of those third-party servers are start the game at max level and straight PvP. So they're really toxic environments that generally players looking for a casual gameplay aren't going to want to be into. No, you're absolutely right. Open source is the way of the future for gaming and software in general. But companies like to make money, and they can't continue to produce new games if people are pirating it and they're not making money. So, at least on some level, they do have to charge. Whether that be for a subscription to it and the game itself is relatively cheap, or the game is expensive but with no subscription. Expensive with a subscription is dirty as shit, and I don't really like it. What is that called? Generally generosity. You are being generous with the fruits of your labor. If you were to take, say, they'll mow your lawn in exchange for some oranges, that's a barter. No, the act of growing many oranges from one seed. That's technically farming of some breed. I mean, if it's your code, this is where apples become apples and oranges are oranges. And it's becoming more liberal over the last few years, but a lot of that code up until recently was not open source. And that's what makes us able to just grab source code and throw it and do whatever we want with it. A lot of pre-built code was not open source. It's just in the last 10 years or so, people have been compiling code and just sharing it all over the place. Now, the thing is, more often than not, the oranges you buy at the store, the seeds in them are sterile. Fun fact. A lot of them the plants are engineered to not produce viable seeds in the plants. That's how that, although that's not as common as it used to be, because that's complicated and expensive and inconsistent. That's another problem with it. Never underestimate the pettiness of companies. I agree with you. Piracy and open sourcing is the future of internet. But the companies are going to fight that every last inch of the way because they want to make money. Yeah. Hold it. I see where you're coming from with that. Clayton got the consolation prize. But, that technically means anytime they attack a space-based target, that kind of hurts their argument a little. Because they basically attack brothers. The hell? The feet are taking shape. D112. I mean, I'm of a yes and no kind of mind about that. Yes, they were building weapons of war on what was technically a civilian colony at the time. At the same time, there were how many actual military figures on the white base and they kept attacking it? How many? Not many. It wasn't until they made it to not to to the lunar base that they got conscripted as actual military staff, Any attacks up to then was literally from a perspective them assaulting a civilian cruiser that happened to be, a military vessel, Up until they got to Luna Base, White Base was essentially a pirate vessel, I mean, yes, no, you're not wrong. Char is the villain of the series. 100% Char is the villain of the series. Char's counterattack made that clear even more. Yeah, but then you have Zeta Gundam and Double Zeta. And Unicorn. God, fucking Unicorn. Friggin' Unicorn. The reason I say friggin' Unicorn is because the Unicorn Gundam is essentially, how to put it? The Unicorn Gundam is essentially Mecha Jesus. The Unicorn Gundam has so much ass-pullium in it. Yeah, the Unicorn Gundam, it's an ass pull of a Gundam. It's meant to be a Deus Ex Machina that just keeps pulling more and more ridiculous bullshit out of its ass. It's the shonen Gundam of Gundam, of UC. It's the shonen character of the Universal Century. Like, I have nothing wrong with it, and I love the G Gundam, but the Unicorn Gundam is a freaking shonen character in Universal's Century. I'm still upset that I can't get a hold of the one Gundam I want from G Gundam. Because there's not a friggin' official set for it. Whoa. P1. P123. I'm a little surprised Koji didn't show up today. He must have had a rough night at work. Or he's hard at work on that PG that he got. One of the two. Alright. Says 1. And 2. Look at that freaking articulation. Okay, note to self, be extra careful right there. That landed in my lap. That was embarrassing. Wah. But like, the posability on the freaking legs is gonna be awesome. I don't know if you could see me doing that very well, but I love it. This is what I love about building these models. They do so much awesome stuff with them. Like, that's... Oh. Whoa! Almost lost my green screen. You know what? I'm going to stop right here for the day. I'm going to stop right here for the day because I want this to last. I mean, after we've got the legs, and then we've got the waist, and then the backpack, the weapons, and that's it that's left. We're gonna finish it up tomorrow, if I go too fast. So we're gonna call it here, I think, for the day. So yeah, you guys have been great today. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Catch you later.